back from 1 week away. So, sorry. Well, I was going to say sorry I missed you last week, but I'm not sorry because I was away at cottage and it was lovely. Um, Videos this week. We're kind of finishing off the month, and videos this week have been pretty cool. Monday's video was all about my vacation dump finds. So if you haven't checked that out, take a look and it'll give you an idea of, I mean, I was going to the dump once a day, sometimes twice a day, and we actually checked out another dump, but it wasn't very good. But the dump right by my sister's is awesome. And it's all about timing, right? The second time that we've been there, 45 minutes apart, a woman just showed up and she had a big, one of those Tupperware tubs that she was unloading, and it was all wooden objects. So I got decoys and I got bellows and I got wooden fish and wooden pigs, and it was awesome. I just said, okay, we're just unloading your tub into my box. I'm taking it all. So that was lovely. But another time, somebody had just dropped off a box of teacups and saucers, and I shared with you, where I had a chance to look up pricing on some of these things and what they were going for online already to give you an idea. How excited I got. And sometimes I'm just taking things that I like or that I can zhuzh up. And so there's a couple of things that I put aside for a Christmas project that I had in mind when I saw them at the dump. Some things that I haven't got a clue what I'm going to do with, but they were too good to leave because I'll figure something out. So check that out. I think it's a lot of fun. And my experience, I tossed in there with a pizza. It's kind of like an ATM machine, but for pizza. And you get pizza in 3 minutes. It was weird. And it was in the middle of a gas station, and we just had to try it. Because how could you not? How
could you not? Either.
Pardon?
It wasn't bad.
And it wasn't bad pizza. So
cold, but...
yeah, Nick wasn't with us. So we just saved him 2 pieces and brought it back. So he had his cold, and it wasn't bad cold. So it was surprising. It was surprising. Not the best pizza I've ever had in my life, but it was better than microwave pizza. So there's that. Today's video is all about reusing a wooden paper towel holder. And I made a spool dispenser. So for all of my twines and things, which is awesome. And it's on my desk. I'm not selling that because I made it for me. I made it to use so that I can keep them out on the desk without them rolling all over the place and unwinding and that kind of thing. And really, somebody that had viewed it suggested that you could do it double-sided, right? You could do the same thing on the reverse side and have 4 spools on the other side as well. And certainly you could do that too. So super cool. Video on Friday. I can't remember. I don't know. I was on vacation. I haven't checked. I don't know. I have no clue, but I'm sure it's awesome. I'm working on next week's videos already, and I got to tell you, I only have 2 big overhead fans that kind of cool this whole big back warehouse. And so it gets pretty stuffy and muggy in here when I have to shut them off for filming. So I know that one of the videos I was doing, they'd been off too long, and I was glowing. It was getting very warm in here and very stuffy. The humidity out right now is just crazy, and it's making temperatures go up to like 39, almost 40. So if you're in the States, what is that in US in Fahrenheit?
High.
It's like high 90s. Yeah. It's been so long since I've done Fahrenheit. So right now we shut off the fans. We had them going just up until we went live, and we just shut them off, and I'm already getting sticky. I'm already getting a little glowy.
Hot fast.
So yeah. So
Tony Daly says, "Hi, Cindy. Nice to see you again. I hope you had a great vacation."
Hey, Tony, I did have a good vacation. I'm looking forward to seeing you at some point, honey, because you got a couple of orders waiting here for you. So I'm assuming you're coming by someday, sometime. No rush. I'm not rushing you. Just saying, I know I'm going to see you sometime. So yeah, let's jump into these so that I don't melt completely in front of you. So a couple of these items are some of the dump finds. Some are not. Some I already had before I went away on vacation. But so if you saw the video on Monday, you can see I'm starting to slowly wade through everything. First up is a dump find, which is this little pewter figurine. Now, this is a pair of little hedgehogs. They are signed and stamped in the back. They are stamped on the base, and they're $18. Now, that seems kind of pricey for me in my shop, but not when you take into account how collectible these are. When I looked this little, these, well, I was going to say this little guy, but there's two of them. So these little guys up online, the lowest price was $95. So they're apparently, they are a thing. These ones I think are from 1994. I think it's 1994. And they are Solinger, I think. So well known, definitely collectible, very solid. These are a hefty little item, and still a major deal. Now, not from the dump is this little set. Now, these are made in England. They are, what are they called? Tunstall, Tunstal, H&K Tunstall. They're from the 1940s. These are the village Smithy. And for the 1940s, these are in great shape. They're pretty delicate. There's, I'm feeling now, just a tiny, tiny little chip on the rim. I'll have to put that into the description. There's two little chips there that I didn't even really notice up until now. The blue trim is still intact. They are in great shape, and especially for their age. And they are $16 in the store, and they were selling online for, I think, 65, if I'm not mistaken.
Betty Ann says, "Hi, Cindy. Looks like you got a good stash from your vacation."
Hey, Betty Ann, I really did. I was excited. It was like I was trying to relax on vacation, and all I kept thinking about was, when can I go to the dump again? And so poor Nick, he gets dragged along with me, and then ultimately he got a break when my sister came back up, and she and I would take off to the dump. But these little guys, so these little toad salt and pepper shakers, they're from Japan. They are $9. And I don't know why everybody online kept calling them frogs. They kept calling them bumpy frogs. I'm going, that would make them a toad. So they are a thing, and they're very collectible. I've got them for $9. Oops. I have them for $9. I think the cheapest that I found them for online was $30. And these are in great shape. There's no dings. The glazing is good. So they're perfect. And they both still have stoppers. Okay, I have this little pair of egg cups. I love these little egg cups. So I have had egg cups that the body of the chicken is here, right? And the little head off the side. These ones have their own built-in little platter, and the chicken sitting off to the side of the egg cup. So I'm selling the pair together for $12, and these are just super adorable. I love those little guys. Oh, it's getting warm in here. Okay, let me move that stuff off to the side so I have room. This little mug set. So the two mugs, a red one, and a blue one. And these are actually pottery mugs from Korea. I don't think that I've had stuff from Korea before. So $12 for the pair, and they're just kind of a nice kind of speckled, kind of a rustic speckled glaze with the hand painted florals on them. And I love the shape. I love how it comes out and then swooshes out kind of bigger toward the top. So if you're doing a little bit of a latte, you got some head space at the top to be able to do that. This guy is $13. So solid wood rounds. And then I'm saying is copper colored. There's no way this is like solid copper. So I think it's just copper toned metallics. It does unscrew so that you could have it unscrewed for storage if you needed. But this is just nice and solid to be able to create display pieces, have a vignette out, especially going into the holiday seasons for little mini figurines and baubles and things like that. But obviously also good for tea sandwiches and little pastries and cakes as well. Okay, these guys. Now these are big, heavy wire and resin roosters. And they are $18 each. So this one is in the more muted kind of grayed out tones. They've got a couple of little gems on their wings and their body. And then the big wire tail. They've got a little bit of cording wrapped legs and then greenery. And then this guy is the heavier of the two. This one's a taller. This is the heavier. And this guy is in slightly more colorful tones, right? You've got a little bit of the yellows happening, some blues and greens. So both are 18, both are hefty. They've got some weight to it. So expect that if you wanted them shipped. It's the weight as well as maybe the size, right? But they're super cute and kind of funky. I kind of like them. This piece is a vintage Fitz and Floyd, and it's in great shape. This is like a floral canopy plate. It has been set up to be hung for display if you choose that, or it can just be a functional canopy place. It can be a functional piece. And it's $15. So lovely little orchid. This piece is a redware, so redware pottery acorn. So it's got the metal handle here through the top of the acorn. You can see the raised leaf and green exterior and just kind of a fun little canister. Great going into, it's hard to say going into the fall season, even though I started my first fall craft today. Just I have to be ahead of the curve here in the shop because regardless of what the weather says, I got to flip out soon in like a month, less than a month to fall. So this is getting a little bit of a start on it, but super cute. And I love the redware pottery. So $10. It's still intact. Nice save on camera. Okay, $10 for that guy. You don't expect me to be that quick at the end of the day, truthfully. So.
Delayed.
Oh, you're just Nick's over there giggling because the camera's a little bit behind. So he just not only experienced me doing it live, but then he got to see it on camera and now he's laughing at me. So good to be me. Little trivet, right? With the cow and the Eat Chicken logo underneath. Just super cute. It's got a little hanging tab if you choose to hang it. It can be a functional trivet. Obviously, it's got a cork backing. $4.50 for that guy. And then this one, I haven't even taken it out of the box. It's brand spanking new. So this is from Dinesco. 4 black and white funky ceramic spoons. So perfect for like little mousse, chocolate mousse spoons or lemon mousse, or little coffee stirring spoons, anything like that. $6 for the set. And I love the fact that they're all different patterns. I'll show this guy. It just sold just before I went live. So this lovely kind of goldenrod yellow planter with the matching footed base. I love this little design. It was $12, but it's going to be shipped out tomorrow on its way to the States. So along with some paint, it found a new home. These guys, so I have a pair of these. I actually got these from the dump. I got 3, but I'm saving one for a Christmas project. These, using them this way, they are for like a taper candlestick, but using them this way, they can be for a tea light or a pillar candle. So they are double-sided crystal glass candle holders for $14. And I did see some like this that were vintage, that were the double-sided and kind of the crystal glass online, but I didn't see this exact pattern. Most of them were going for about $40 or $50 though. This guy, I love this kind of caramel tan. It's got the brown top and fading into it. So this lovely little jug. It does have a stamped mark, which looks sort of like a W with a crown at the top, but I wasn't able to find what maker that was. It is stamped with a maker's mark, however. But be that as it may, it's not like I spent tons of time researching it. If I find it right away, then I let you know. If it takes a lot, when I don't think it's an item that I'm going to be selling for a lot, I kind of give up. But this is $10 in the shop, and it's just a really nice, cute little piece. This one. So this is a, oh my goodness, Rose Botanical. It does have a little bit of chipping on the base. I don't think I remember to put that in the description either. Okay, I got it. Coming back from vacation, apparently I'm still a little brain dead. So nothing that you notice from the outside from the top, but you notice from the bottom. This is, I forget the make of this one. Shoot. It is from England. It is the Rose Botanical. I'm selling it for $9.50. No, it's not coming to me. Nick's looking it up though, so we'll see what he says. Did you get it?
Yep. The lovely Johnson Brothers of England Rose Bouquet ceramic.
Johnson Brothers. See, I should have just gone with Johnson Brothers more often than not. That's who it is. This is a pair of stacking mugs. One on both sides with the little bee, says Queen Bee. And the other with the bee says Bee King. The queen goes on top. So just a lovely little pair of bee mugs. And I looked at the price and I promptly forgot it. $12 for the pair. So nice that they stack, but it's a nice, simple little design. It's a nice size mug. Not too large, not too small. This guy, it's a little different. I love this little stylized kind of cat pattern. It's got a matte kind of glazing on top. It's got this textured bisque fired feel below. So $9 for the cat figurine.
Danielle Eakins is watching.
Hey Danielle, nice to see you on here. Hope you guys are good. This glass piece. So this is this is multifunctional. So definitely candle holder. This way it has the taper. So you could fit a taper in there, but it's got ridges for various sizes of pedestal candlesticks. And you could certainly use it as a candlestick or flip it over this way, put a plate on it, use it as a pedestal. So I love that. It's got lovely raised swirls throughout. It's $12, but I love the fact that it's multifunctional. I love, yeah, you can do candles, you can do a variety of sizes, you can do the taper, the tea light, you can do, gosh, why did it just, I just said the word and I forgot in terms of pillar or pillar candlesticks. Oh my goodness. Or pillar candlesticks. Maybe I need a week recovery from my vacation. Maybe that's what this is saying. Or pillar candles of different sizes. But I love the thought. I mean, you could certainly leave it this way too, to be able to support a bowl or a plate and use it to be able to create a raised vignette as you want, as you need. This guy was one of my dump finds. This is a metronome from Germany. It is a Wittner Maelzel. It does work. Okay, you'd have to set your own speed based on
the weight.
Well, yeah, based on the weight and depending upon what song they're doing, right? So I had originally thought, oh, I'll paint that out. But the wood is in excellent, kind of perfect shape. So it's beautifully done. You've got all that joinery there. It is a well-known brand. It is a vintage piece. And the lowest price I saw this for was 105 Canadian. So, and it went up from there. So it's a deal and it's $25. I'm assuming if you buy it, it's because you have a piano and you do not have a metronome. But I remember when I was a kid taking piano lessons and having the metronome. We had a metronome to be able to practice the right speed to the music that we were doing. I was not a good piano student. I was supposed to. I got home from school, probably a good hour before my mom got home. She was a teacher, but obviously she stays longer than the students do. And I was supposed to practice for like an hour every day. I just hated practicing piano. I wish now that I stuck with it and that I could play piano. But I didn't like it then as a kid. So I would be reading a book on the piano bench. And then when I heard my mom's car pull in, I would start the metronome and I would start playing a piece when she walked in. And then she'd say, how long have you been practicing? And I never said an hour. I never said I was finished. I always did something like, 42 minutes or, 53 minutes. I always picked like some weird ass odd number just so it made it more believable. And
I hope she's not watching.
I don't think that she knows that I did and shared with her, right? It's like, I was kind of sneaky as a kid. We won't even talk about what I did with ice cream. Okay, this piece. This is actually also a dump find. Now, this is a Lenox Butler's Pantry two-tone large platter. Ditch the N. There's no N in that word. Large platter. Now, this baby I saw online, and it ranged from, and I had to write this down because sometimes I just don't believe these things, $195 to $225. I'm selling it for $45. I love the kind of the slight two-toning of it. I love the fact that it's got kind of higher sides, that it arches. So if you have something that has a bit of a sauce, it's not going to be
prime rib.
Leaking out. Okay, Nick is thinking prime rib. Everybody in my family loves prime rib. I'm not a prime rib person. I like the gravy, and I like Yorkshire pudding. So I don't mind if people invite us for a prime rib dinner, because then I can have Yorkshire pudding and gravy. A lot of times they don't make Yorkshire pudding, so then I'm left with gravy and potatoes. But that's an okay second to me. But there always hurts that I don't eat the meat. I don't like prime rib, but I do like the gravy. So, hello from Central Florida, new to your channel and here to stay. I'm just checking your website and looking for decoupage paper. Okay. Yeah, Barbara, I carry both the JRV decoupage paper and Roy cycled. So, and then there's some rice papers from JRV as well. So take a look, and you can hit me up, send me a message if you have any questions about it at all. But nice to see you here, honey. Thanks for checking us out. Okay, I think this is the last item, and that's good because I am sweltering. It's in here. It is really sticky and muggy. So I'm looking forward to going home to air conditioning. I still can't remember what Friday's video is, but
you'll enjoy it.
But I'm sure you'll enjoy it. I'm trying to think, because I was racing before I left to go to. Oh, I know what it is. It's a glue book. I don't know if you've heard of glue books. I just happen to have it too. I don't know why I didn't think of it. This is my glue book, and I took it away on vacation, and so that I could continue to populate it, because I'm using mine for all kinds of different craft ideas and ideas for videos and things. So this is my idea and inspiration book. You can do it on anything. Tune in on Friday to see what it's all about. If you kind of like the idea of junk journals and scrapbooking, but they seem like a heck of a lot of effort, and like you have to have a ton of materials in order to be able to do them, then maybe glue books are for you. I got my granddaughter started on one, and she was having a lot of fun when she was here for the day, starting to create her glue book. Super simple, super easy. This is my old 2022 calendar that I am remaking, right? So here's all my old calendar pages. So I still have lots of room to be gluing more ideas in there. But I don't know why I didn't know about this sooner. I'm super excited about it. And I'm thinking that maybe I need to have a bunch of these on the go. Maybe one for Christmas, one for Easter. One, you know what? I'm just, for me, just the way I think. You can make your glue book about anything. But check that out on Friday, because I think it's a super cool idea. I think it's great for kids, and I think that you might find uses for it. And you can use any old book. So whether it's an old novel, whether it's an old, daytimer, you could start with a new book if you choose. But I think it's a great way to be able to recycle, like an old moleskin like this. It's awesome. Thanks for tuning in as always, guys. Appreciate you. I'm looking forward to seeing you next week. Check out the videos this week and next. And until then, take care. Oh, baby, I'm sweating.